Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com coming to you outside of the Malmore practice facility here in Tuscaloosa, Alabama on November 27th, 2019, just a day before Thanksgiving. And by the way, I hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving with your family, and I hope you really take time to enjoy your loved ones on a special day, and obviously be safe on the weekend. If you are traveling anywhere, especially going on the road to watch the Iron Bowl as Alabama takes on Auburn, we got tons of coverage on BamaInsider.com. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about what I've seen at practice this week going into Wednesday. Nick Saban will be speaking here this evening. You can catch that press conference right here on our YouTube channel. I think starting out, you got to go with Mack Jones. And we talked about X factors for this game against Auburn. And I think it comes down to Mack Jones and if he can execute against Auburn's defense. Now, you're talking about quarterback who's making his third career start going against what I've called a ferocious defense in the Auburn Tigers. I mean, I think when you look at Auburn's roster, it's not too impressive on the offensive side of the football, but I think on the defensive side of the football, they have some guys who are some of the tops in all the country. And I think it starts with Derek Brown and Marlon Davidson up front. I mean, those two guys are built not only to stop the run, but built to get after the quarterback. And I'm curious to see if Mack Jones is able to deal with that type of heat coming towards him. Should Evan Neal, Landon Dickerson, Deontay Brown lose their blocks? Is he going to scramble? We haven't really seen him scramble, right? We all know that he can. We all know that he has the athleticism. But can he maintain his composure? Can he avoid throwing an interception, a costly interception? Because I think in a game like this, if Alabama turns over the football or if they're unable to get a third down and it becomes a game of field position, I think that is how Auburn stays in this game. And it all comes down to Mack Jones. Can he have that composure going up against Auburn's defense inside Jordan-Hare Stadium? I mean, the two times Gus Malzahn has beat Nick Saban has been at Jordan-Hare Stadium, 2017 and 2013. And the last time I was there in 2017, the defensive line completely dominated Alabama's front. So let's talk about Alabama's offensive line right now. We saw them. They look good. They've been looking very good over these last couple of weeks. I mean, you got Jedrick Wills on the outside, Alex Leatherwood. I mean, both of those guys certainly going to be headed to the NFL draft next year. Alex Leatherwood for sure. Landon Dickerson has been coming along at center. I think he's been a wonderful addition. Deontay Brown and Evan Neal, those are your guards. Those guys have been doing good. Another guy we got to talk about, Jahleel Billingsley. He's a freshman tight end, and I think it comes down to terminology for him. As soon as he learns the blocking scheme overall, you're going to have someone who's truly dynamic. We've talked about him before. Very athletic tight end, a guy that you could even split out wide possibly next year. I know Alabama's offense this year isn't particularly set up to get the tight end the football, but I think next year with all these guys leaving to the NFL draft, he's going to be a guy that you can play around with because he does provide a lot of athleticism and mismatches from the outside. So I wouldn't even be surprised if he makes a play or two in the Iron Bowl or in the bowl game, playoff game, whatever it may be. I think Jahleel Billingsley is certainly a name to know. As we look at the running backs, you got Najee Harris, who's playing fantastic football. And I know Auburn's defense is built to stop the run. They allow less than 4 yards per carry, but Najee Harris is playing like an NFL back. He's playing like the back we all expected him to be. And I don't think it's going to be one of those games where, he gets the ball 40 times like Derrick Henry did a couple years ago against Auburn. But I think you're going to see him get the ball in a variety of ways. Maybe some swing passes, some checkdowns, and let Najee do the rest. He's a guy that needs the football. And I think another guy who needs the football is Jalen Waddle, right? I mean, you have to get Jalen Waddle the football. It's really mind-blowing that Alabama only uses him 12 to 15 snaps per game. Isn't that mind-blowing to you? I mean, you're talking about one of the most electric players in all of college football. Obviously, it's by design. And when he gets the football, on a punt return, everyone holds their breath because you never know what he's going to do. He almost takes every single punt to the house. So maybe in a game like this, watch for a game breaker. But then again, I can't see Auburn really punting it and giving Alabama that opportunity. So look for Alabama to get the football to him. Jet sweep. How about this? How about Jalen Waddle in the Wildcat? Could you imagine that? I mean, I know their Wildcat formation is built off Slade Bolden, but I can't even imagine Jalen Waddle at Wildcat because he has the power and the speed, whereas Slade Bolden has the speed. I don't think he has the power. Jalen Waddle has that power. Wide receivers look good, of course. Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, Henry Ruggs. Really surprised that Jerry Jeudy and Devontae Smith were left off that Biletnikoff award watch. There's a lot of talent out there at the wide receiver position, but maybe those two canceled each other out. But, man, Devontae Smith and Jerry Jeudy just having exceptional seasons during the 2019 campaign. As we look to the defensive side, we saw DJ Dell and Christian Barmore back out at practice. Those guys were held out against Western Carolina with minor injuries. Those guys have to play up. They have to get pressure on the quarterback. They have to stop the run. They really have to step it up. Now is a time for Raekwon Davis to earn his money, right? He's been doing a good job. He's going to get paid. But if he really wants to make a splash, go out to the Iron Bowl and show up Derek Brown. Do your thing, right? I know the crowd wants to see Christian Barmore. I do too. Christian Barmore is playing like a man on fire. He's playing pissed off. He wants to get on the field. He wants to chase down quarterbacks. He wants to tackle running backs. He wants to play. I think Christian Barmore could have a monumental impact on this game. Now let's talk about Alabama's inside linebackers, Shane Lee, Christian Harris. I actually think when you look at this matchup between Alabama's inside linebackers, they actually match up well against Auburn's offense. A lot of runs up the middle of the field, and that's something that Alabama does well stopping, right? Gus Malzahn is a genius at moving the football against Alabama, so don't be surprised if that's a wrinkle. But I think overall these linebackers are built for a game like this. Corners have to step up, either Trayvon Diggs or Patrick Surtain. Whoever's on Seth Williams, who's out of Paul Bear Bryant, right out of Tuscaloosa, need to contain him. That is Bo Nix's number one target. And talking about Bo Nix, he's a guy that is very versatile because he can run the football. He's very dangerous, right? And I think when you look back to the LSU game, one of the things that gave Alabama problems was they got pressure on Burrow, but he was able to extend plays by running right up the middle of the field when the pocket did collapse. And I think Bo Nix is a type of quarterback that you need to wrap up, you need to hang on to because he can extend plays. Very dangerous quarterback. I know he's a freshman, but we've seen him do very well, especially in fourth quarter situations. This is a guy who certainly rises up to the occasion. Overall, I know it's tight. The line is saying Vegas by 3.5, over-under set at 50. So are you looking at a game that's 28-25? Is it going to come down to Alabama hitting the last-second field goal? My goodness, would that be nerve-wracking, right? We've seen that before. No one wants to see the 2013 replay, right? But I'm talking about Joseph Bolivas coming in at a last second to hit a clutch field goal. I mean, Vegas is saying three points. They're expecting a tight game. The only way I see this game being tight is if Alabama cannot move the football, that Auburn has a short field to work with, and they get points by grinding it out against Alabama. I think if Alabama is able to stay composed, and I'm starting with Mack Jones again like I did at the start, right? Stay composed. Get the football out to Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith. Move the chains. Avoid turnovers. Avoid pitfalls of mental errors. Get up on Auburn early. I think the Alabama Crimson Tide will win their 11th game of the season, and I think they don't have to win by 3 points. They don't have to win by 7, 14 points to get into the playoffs. They need to go to Jordan-Hare and take care of Auburn. Doesn't matter if it's by 1 point. If they beat Auburn, they have a very strong case to make the college football playoffs. There's a lot of football left. Alabama should be able to take care of Auburn. I know it's going to be tight. That defense for Auburn is the real deal. Mack Jones, the team has confidence in him. Saban has confidence in him. Jones almost has a quiet confidence in his abilities, which I appreciate. Alabama and Auburn just about to get going in the 2019 Iron Bowl. From Tuscaloosa, Alabama, this is Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com. Stay with us, and now is a great time to sign up for our promotion. Head on over to BamaInsider.com. Look for our holiday promotion. And, if you sign up and you use if you sign up and you hit me up on email and you type in the subject line, YouTube, I'll also send out a $25 gift card. But you got to sign up for a premium subscription to BamaInsider.com. Sign up for a premium subscription. Email me, subject line, YouTube. I'll also send you a $25 gift card to the Alumni Hall store in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So you can get gear, right? Bama gear. That's what you want. All right. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Thanks for following. Please like and subscribe. We appreciate the support. Talk to you soon. See ya.